So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. What's happening? Happy Friday. Come on in. So good to have you here today. Good week. I'm ready for a weekend. I got to admit, I've been busy. And I love what I do. And, but man, I've been busy. I didn't take a weekend off. You ever feel that way sometimes? I love it when we earn the break. I love it when I feel great, when that dopamine has been earned. Man, it feels so good. But when you get to the point of like, okay, it felt really good, but now I just need to take a nap. It's kind of where I am right now, but you can't tell. It's funny. It's when you love what you do, you step in the studio, do a podcast. It doesn't really matter. Just game on. Let's go. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com today, talking about, a goal and how it can feel like climbing Mount Everest sometimes. And what are you going to do? My name is Scott Smith. Thanks for stopping by today. Kind of winging it this week, taking my notes that I had throughout the course of the week. I probably should send these things out, although the typos, you guys would hammer me on the typos. And no, I'm not going to clean the typos up. This is just mine. Monday morning, I get up, I open a little text document on my computer. It stays there the entire week until Friday. I just make notes along the way. A lot of it's to keep up with what's going on with conversations, what people are doing. This is not confidential client notes at all. It's just, this is me. This is my thing that I'm keeping an eye on where I am. And if I come up with any great ideas or somebody says something inspiring or I say something inspiring, I write it down. And ultimately what happens is it ends up on a podcast or it helps somebody in some way. So we're sharing that this week in a very kind of freeform sort of way. Well, let's pretend like we're not pre-recorded this. Man, yesterday's podcast-powered business event was awesome. You should have been there. It was so amazing. On Thursday, May 15th at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, we did, or we're going to do, I don't know where you are right now, the podcast-powered business event. If you've ever thought about doing a podcast and thought, well, wouldn't it be cool if I could do a podcast and actually make money to pay for the equipment and all my time and everything? And wouldn't it be cool just to have the flexibility of doing that? Take your laptop, go on a cruise, take your stuff, do a podcast, and drive your entire business behind it. That's exactly what I've done. This podcast is completely responsible for every single house, every single motorhome, every single car, every single motorcycle, every single thing I have done, several college educations, everything else for the past 20 years. This is it, guys. Want to know how to do it? I've never taught it before. I've had people ask. I am taking on a couple of new clients, so I thought, well, I'll just demonstrate what I do, and if you dig it, you can hire me, okay? Go to podcastpoweredbusiness.com, get registered. If you can't make it live, I will send you the replay, okay? I'll be cool like that. Podcastpoweredbusiness.com. Okay, enough of that stuff. Next week we won't talk about that, so come on back next week. Notice how I ramped up the quality of the podcast while I'm promoting as well. Give you both, right? So let's talk about this. I don't know what I'm going to call the podcast right now. I'm winging it. But the working title is Moving Forward No Matter What. And I really mean that, moving forward no matter what. Now, I think if you listen to that and you think, well, what do you mean by moving forward no matter what? Well, that's what I mean. Some people don't move forward at all. I'm hoping you're at least doing that. If you push play on the podcast today, you're moving forward. You might be moving beyond me if you don't like what I'm saying, but you're moving forward, right? And today might be a bad day. We talked about a friend this week who was annoyed. He needed a little bit of motivation to get through the day. Their life may be getting in the way today, and you're trudging through it. You may have set a goal that maybe you don't exactly know where you're heading. This is really common. That's why people like a path. They like a roadmap. And one thing that we've learned as good marketers is you are looking for an outcome. You want to get something. You set a goal. That's what you want. You may not know how to get there. So you get a guy like me who shows them and go, listen, like podcast powered business. Okay, great. Here's what you want. I can show you how to do it. This is the map you take, right? That's what you do. So we all want that. We all want a way to go, but we head down that path sometimes totally in the dark, right? Have you ever done that? You ever set a goal and you figured it out as much as you possibly can? And that's okay, by the way, because I would never expect that you would know exactly how it's going to work out. The battle plan that you have devised is not going to survive the first battle. So moving forward, no matter what, sometimes is a leap of faith. It really, truly is. As Jack Canfield said back in the Success Principles, which is now got to be at least 20 years old, maybe older than that, right? It's a great book. I recommend it all the time. It's still out there. And it's one of the few books I'll cycle through my books. So I'll keep that one on my shelf. I like it. I'll flip through it every couple of years. But it's like going down a path. You're heading down a path at nighttime. You don't know where you're going, and there's all kinds of forks in the road, and you can't see it. But you take that first step, and as you take that step, what happens is it's like somebody over there behind the tree flips a switch, and it turns a light on the top of the tree on the path, and you can now see the next 50 feet. Okay, well, I can see 50 feet. Let me take a step. You take that step, it's getting dark. What am I going to do? Oh, no, it's like flying an airplane. You're flying an airplane about 3,000 feet in the air. It looks like you're going to run into the clouds. Oh, no, what am I going to do? I can't run in the clouds. I'm not allowed to fly in the clouds. I'm cruising my airplane. There weren't clouds up here when I started, but it looks like I'm going to run right into them. You're not. It's the curvature of the earth. They're lower to you when they're in front of you. But if you keep flying, the clouds get higher and you can now see ahead of yourself. It's like turning the light on or getting the clouds out of the way. It's the same thing. So no matter what goal you set, if you're heading down a path and you're trying to go where you want to go, even if you don't know where you're going to get there, and again, you're not going to know the exact path. Somebody can give you every single step in the way, and it's still not going to be the same. Because things change. People change. If you were to come to me, even in my podcast-powered business, I'm going to tell you exactly how to do this. But I'm going to forget about 99% of what I've learned. Not trying to forget it. But if you ask me, I'll tell you. I'm just going to forget it. It happens. It's always going to be different. But it can also be exhausting.
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
So I was talking to a client the other day. We've already talked walking down the path. We've already talked about flying in the clouds and how the curvature of your earth makes the clouds look like they're going to be right in front of you. A little bit disconcerting. I just want to fly my airplane to the beach. That's all I want to do. How do I get there? Well, on a conversation, a client of mine said, man, it's like climbing a mountain. I said, yeah, it is. He said, it's like climbing a really big mountain. So being the coachy coach guy I am, I said, oh, so how big a mountain? He said the biggest mountain. So what the biggest mountain? Would that be, is that? He said, well, I don't know if it's the biggest, but it's like climbing Mount Everest. I set a goal. I know I want to go there. I don't know the weather. I don't know what's going on. Oh, man. And I headed up to base camp. And I realized I forgot my oxygen. That's a problem. That's a problem. I said, so what are you going to do? He said, well, I want to get to the top. Maybe I'll just keep climbing and hope I'll pick up a couple oxygen bottles along the way that still have some oxygen in them. Like, uh-oh. So, uh-oh. Yeah, I guess you see, that's one way to think about your goal and going after it. The other way is to say, well, let me just, radio and get a few tanks of oxygen brought up to me here. I mean, you plan a little bit better and maybe go back down and try again. And so you can do all that kind of stuff. And sometimes you have to. Sometimes you set a goal. The time is not right. You're not ready to go. And sometimes you have to reset to do it right. Moving forward, no matter what, is not always the best course of action. That's kind of scary, though, when you think about it. Climbing, finding bottles of oxygen along the way. I guess it could work out, huh? But you have to ask yourself one question. When you choose and you decide to set a goal, set an ambition, set a thing, whatever you want to call it, and you are 100% committed, and no matter what, you're going to get it done. You got to look at that last phrase and say, no matter what, and really look and evaluate that and question whether you really mean that. Because you're about to take a risk. Change is a risk. And when you take a risk, whatever you go through must be worthy of the risk. Is the path you're on, is what you're trying to do worthy of what you're about to go through to get there? It's a big question. When it is worthy, you will do anything to make it happen. There's nothing that will stop you. And even if you don't make it, it won't matter because it was worthy of the risk. All right, well, that's it for today. Hopefully, if you did not get to register for my Podcast Powered Business event, just go to podcastpoweredbusiness.com. The replay, it's still there. You can register for the replay, and it may not be ready right now, but it will be ready very quickly. And then I will send you a note, let you see it. It will be really good. I'm actually really excited to do it. I have not been this excited to actually get in front of y'all and teach. It's so exciting to teach. I know a lot, but I know that inside and out. I mean, I'm flat out. I know how to do that stuff because I've got the bank statements. I got the receipts to prove it, okay? So, go there, podcastpoweredbusiness.com. Otherwise, have a great weekend. I appreciate your time this week, and we will see you Monday because that's what I do.